Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing a coloring tutorial, and your supplies are markers and a coloring sheet. Like, duh. Although they don't necessarily have to be markers. But what I wanted to do is kind of expose myself onto the huge no-lifer nerd that I am. I truly enjoy coloring. Like, I will stay in on a Friday night or Saturday night and just color my little butt off. I'll do it in bed. There's no shame in my game. But anyways, the point of the... Okay, so wait, really quick. This is why a little behind the scenes action takes so much time for me to do a voiceover of a 5-minute video, because I say the dumbest stuff and I go on this huge tangent like I am right now that has nothing to do with the video. So I have to stop recording and re-record or write down my thoughts. But for the 100th time, this is it. Like, this is it. I'm gonna get through this one. It is what it is. Okay, so my coloring technique that I wanted to show you is how to make camo. And you can make camo out of any different coloring variations. You can make it on anything that you decide that you want to color. I decided to do the Stormtrooper because it kind of makes sense. He's part of an army, to kind of camouflage him. Now, you can do this in different color variations. So what I like to do is pick 6 to 8 different shades of the same color. So I'm gonna stay in kind of like the gray and blue family. So I have all these different shades already picked out ahead of time, and that's really what works best. Pick out your colors and stick to them ahead of time. This way you're not like dwelling so much on like, what color do I use next, what color should I do this. If you pick out your color scheme ahead of time, I've noticed that it helps me a lot in like kind of getting and going through the flow, because I'm committed to these colors, so I'm gonna go ahead and use them. Now, I also want to talk about the Prisma markers. They are my favorite tool to use, especially as a beginner coloring person. Colorist, I think, is the correct term. And they are so user-friendly. I would wait until they dry, although you can see like your marks that you're making as the marker is wet. Once you let it dry, you kind of see the consistency, and it kind of also leaves a like watercolor, a light watercolor effect. But if you don't like it, you can always wait till wait until it completely dries and then go over it again. And then that's what's really cool about it too, is like you can layer the same color on top of it and like create a totally different like hue of the color, like intensify it. Or you can just go ahead and throw a whole different color with a marker on top of it, and then it'll blend. So they're really great at blending. But let me show you how you create this camo in general, because I gone on a tangent. Okay, so the trick is, or the main thing that you need to master, is drawing amoebas. So hopefully you paid attention in biology class and you know what an amoeba looks like. But if you didn't, and you were a fan of the Powerpuff Girls, the amoeba guys look just like this. All you're doing is drawing little like weird swirly like blobs. And amoeba's like the only thing I could think of, and Powerpuff Girls, which shows you my level of life animation or bio class. Okay, great. And then all you do is start with one color, draw your amoebas with that color all over through the surface of the like what parts you want it to be camouflaged, and then switch it up, go to a different color. And you can start off on the sides and then move your way in. And you can also kind of think about it as drawing little like splats of paint as well, and then kind of connect your colors to one another. And again, because these markers are so user-friendly to use, they don't tend to bleed a lot into each other. If you touch them too closely, they will bleed a little bit, but not a lot. It also depends on the quality of paper that you're coloring on. This is not like the best quality paper, because it comes in the pack of the coloring for Star Wars that you can get at your local like grocery store, really. And so the paper is really thin. It's almost like recycled, like newspaper-esque paper, I want to say. But as you can see, it still gives off a great color with the pigments of the Prisma colors. So again, I'm just drawing little amoeba like shapes or splattered blobs and then just connect them and kind of use your different colors to one another. Like, don't do the same color so close together. That way you can really tell the different colors and the different hues that you're using or shades of color that you're using. And then that's pretty much it. You continue to go switch off your colors and the different variations and your shapes and how big you want them. You can make really big amoebas, you can make really little amoebas, or whatever you want to do. And once you're done drawing your last little amoeba, you've mastered how to draw camo. That's it. There's no other trick to it. And it gives you a pretty cool effect. I went ahead and I sped up this last part. That's just me whole coloring. And the other thing that I do is I add charcoal. I like the effect that charcoal leaves because it makes it look like it's glowing. And then I also added a little bit of glitter. So if you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If not, become one. And as always, like and share this video. And thank you for stopping by.